Hey guys, I'm gonna do, well, I'm here. I'm gonna do a reaction on Super Mario Kart glitches, Son of a Glitch, episode 50. I've never watched this. And, here we go.
Son of a glitch.
Watch some of this series.
Super Mario Kart. You know, it doesn't look much now, but this was the must-own racing game back in the SNES days. And even though it's a solid game, of course there are some interesting and comical glitches to check out. So let's head to Donut Plains 1, where we'll be fixing the race, sure, but not the way that's intended. Once the race begins, drive off to the right of the starting line and, like an insane person, start driving repeatedly into the blue section of the block wall whilst hopping. Don't worry, I haven't finally lost my mind. Hey, check it out! I went from 8th place to 1st in a blink of an eye. Now this may look easy, but in reality it's pretty precise and involves hopping at a specific point of the blue wall. See, this spot here lines up with the finish line of the track, and what's happening is, for a brief moment, the game thinks I'm actually on the other side of the wall. This tells the game, hey, he's been
I'm making a video!
way around the track to that point, so the next time he crosses the checkered line, it must be a new lap. And doing this hopping against the wall consistently means you can finish all the laps this way, but believe me, it's not easy. The best way to do it is to alternate tapping left and right briefly to create minimal directional movement, whilst basically mashing the L or R buttons to hop. Too much movement left or right is just gonna bounce you all over the place, and nobody's winning races like that. Look at these guys going around the track like normal. That's not how you do it. Although admittedly, that does look more fun, I guess. But hey, I bet none of you finished a lap in 3 seconds? What are you, nuts? Funnily enough, Donut Plains 1 isn't the only course you can do this lap skipping glitch in. You can do the same thing in the Star Cup Final Mario circuit. Drive to the left of the start line and then keep driving and hopping at the black line in the middle of the blue wall blocks. I found this one to be more difficult to get the lap to count, but it's not impossible. Sometimes Lucky 2 will forget how to count upwards. Hey, that was lap 4 a second ago, what's the deal? In this situation, I think the game gets so confused that it actually goes backwards in laps. After that happened, I gave up on this lap skip, but there are even more courses that this glitch can be done on. In round 2 of the Special Cup, Cooper Beach, again drive to the left side of the start line and drive into the wall of the green blocks this time and keep hopping. This is lap, 2, yeah, there it is. Now, like the other lap skips like this, you do get bounced around a lot, but you have to try and keep the kart in control and hopping at the center of the green block wall. Apparently, I'm doing it wrong, or maybe I'm just too efficient. Anyway, after a ton of bouncing around, that's another course down, and those are some pretty ridiculous times, wow. Those are some examples of the very broken lap skips. Here are some of the reasonably broken but I understand it lap skips. In Ghost Valley Course 1, once the race begins, drive forward and then make a U-turn for the start line. If you get some speed and then hop around and beyond the 3 blocks at the side of the start line, Lucky 2 will pick you up and trick the game into thinking you've completed a lap. Now this is kind of precise because it's very easy to hit the blocks and go nowhere. But if you jump at the right angle with enough speed, you'll go past the start line enough that the game will count the lap. You'll know you got it because you'll go from 8th to 1st in a split second. This can only be done once per lap though, so you'll have to drive around the full course and then you can go for the glitch once again. Yoshi, please, I'm just trying to turn around. On the final lap, do the glitch once again and the race is over. This glitch can be done on every other Ghost Valley course, but not only that, it can be used to skip laps on several other courses in the game. Heading to Bowser's Castle Course 1, you're going to need a feather from an item panel to pull off this next lap skip. As you approach the checkered line, begin a drift to the right enough that you cross the line and then hop, curving round to the right like this. The path across the line should look something like this if you were looking at it from above. If performed correctly, Lucky 2 will pick you up and drag you over the checkered line and skip a lap, or in this case, finish the race. This can be done with all the Bowser's Castle courses, but is way easier in the second. When the race begins, hopefully get a feather from the item panels and then drive back towards the checkered line. You don't really need to be precise about this one, just do this kind of jump over the line and Lucky 2 will do what he does best and help you skip those laps. Because of the random nature of the items, you may only get to do this once, maybe twice, but hey, it works. You can do a similar lap skip in the 2 Vanilla Lake courses, and again you'll need a feather or 2 depending on how many laps you want to skip. In Vanilla Lake 1, with a feather in hand, approach the checkered line and then begin a drift to the left. It'll need to be a pretty tight drift, as once you're close to the line, you need to hop around the line and then land back inside the course. If you do this correctly, you'll have skipped a lap. Nice. In Vanilla Lake 2, you do the same thing, only you're drifting to the right this time. Hop around the checkered line and damn, son, I do believe you skipped a lap. Oh, and hey, don't worry if you don't quite make the full jump around the checkered line. Lakitu is a pretty cool guy like that. Rainbow Road is the last course we'll look at with this lap skip glitch. As with Bowser's Castle, again you'll need a feather with this one. It works on the exact same principle of hopping past and around the checkered line to get the lap to count. It's hard to say exactly why this glitch works, but it's most likely the game only uses one checkpoint to verify the player's position on the course. If the player crosses the checkered line from the starting side, then falls out of the map far enough to end up on the finishing side, the game assumes the player must have gone around the entire course to have ended up on the finishing side. If there were other checkpoints throughout the course, like in the newer Mario Karts, the game would use those to determine the position of the player during the lap. If there's only one checkpoint, the start line, the course only has a beginning and an end, and no middle. Exploiting this by jumping from the start to the end of the course means the game skips to the next lap. So now you've won all the trophies, let's check out some of the other interesting glitches that can break the game. Usually when you get a boost mushroom, it only lasts a brief period before you return to normal speed. But this is long boosting, a glitch that will prolong the amount of time a boost mushroom is active. Find a corner of a wall where you can bump and have a clear wide open track ahead. As you approach the wall, release the B button to stop accelerating and press A to use the boost mushroom. Before you hit the wall, hold the L or R button to hop into the wall. This will give you boost, but now it will have a longer cooldown time. You have to make sure you don't collide with anything during this, otherwise you'll just come to a dead stop. If you do it just right, it can really put you ahead of the competition in a race. Here's a pretty cool glitch you can do with battle mode. Usually when either player loses all their balloons, the battle is over and both players no longer have control over their cards. But on the last balloon, before you take damage from a green shell for instance, if you hop and then take the hit, the game will let you continue driving around whilst the results screen plays. You're now able to keep driving and even be able to get items despite the battle being over. If you get a star, once the star music is finished, it changes back to the battle mode music and not the result screen music. If you grab a red shell while in this state, you can fire it off at the other player, but it'll never actually hit them. Instead, it will just be stuck next to them. In fact, you can get a full collection of them. You know, if you're into that sort of thing. The only problem with this glitch is that if you press the B button at any point while in this state, the options to change course or retry will appear on screen and the glitch is over. This glitch really doesn't serve any purpose, it's just fun to be able to drive forever. If you have a feather during a battle and use it to jump out of bounds like this, player 1's character sprite will disappear from player 2's screen, but the balloons will remain. Now, apparently this is a glitch, but I'm not so sure about this one. If it happens in Battle Course 2, which is surrounded by sea, the character sprite disappears underwater, which then makes sense why it wouldn't be there. But here, there's no water, so why is it there 1 second and gone the next? Maybe it is a glitch, who knows? I don't know, do you know? Here's another random glitch that can happen in Donut Plains too. Place either player 1 or 2 at the very edge of the small lake like this. Now the other player needs to grab a red shell from the item panels and then make their way to the player by the lake. Fire off the red shell so that it knocks them across the lake, but they end up on dry land like so. Now you'll notice something in the bottom screen. Mario isn't moving at all, but the game is using sprites of Mario moving across grass. He's also leaning to the right just a tiny bit. Now this is a random visual glitch and doesn't affect how the character handles. But you know those annoying moles in some of the Donut Plains courses? Well, usually they would stick to you, but this glitch knocks them off immediately. So satisfying. This glitch can happen in any course that has water in it potentially, but as soon as you start drifting, the glitch is over. And now for my favorite glitch in the entire game. In Mario Circuit 2, there's a small ramp that launches you over one section of the course to land on the other side. Nothing strange about that at all. But if we place a banana in front of the ramp in the path of the other racers, sometimes they'll spin out from it and won't have enough speed to make the jump over to the other side of the course. They then have to drive all the way around the bend to make a second attempt. Now again, nothing strange about that, but sometimes, just sometimes, they can get stuck in an endless loop of failing the jump and trying again. So here's Mario just going around again and again until the point where everyone except Mario has finished the race and he's unable to. Well, him and me, I guess. Look at me just watching him fail. And just to make sure, I tried it again and sure enough, here's Donkey Kong stuck in a loop. Luigi was stuck for a second but managed to get over the jump. But then I saw something unexpected. All CPU racers have an item they can use at any time. In this case, Peach, who will randomly throw out poison mushrooms that shrink you. In the rare case that Peach throws one of these poison mushrooms in front of the small ramp, something amazing will happen. The CPU players will try to avoid the mushroom, and in doing so, they all become unable to make the jump. And so the result is every other racer on the course just goes around and around this small loop trying to make the jump but failing. This just looks so ridiculous. This went on for a good long while until Peach, the one who threw out the poison mushroom in the first place, drove over it. She took one for the team so everyone could be free. This glitch is hilarious, and it is a little bit luck-based as to whether or not Peach will throw the poison mushroom just before the ramp, but it does work. But there you have it, some game-breaking and hilarious Super Mario Kart glitches you guys can try out. I need to maybe take down a dark room. And if you like this episode, hit that like button, share it with everyone you know and love, but most importantly, please subscribe if you want to see more from the series. Head over to the Facebook page for the show. I post updates and sneak peeks to upcoming episodes and keep you guys in the know about all things Son of a Glitch. Or you can follow me on Twitter and keep updated that way. Go on, try it, you might like it.
A+ starts channel and goodbye.